All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Ready?
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looking to throw on second down. Freeman. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Freeman. Dancing to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off play action. Freeman. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. To throw on second down, Freeman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
319. Uncle, over here. You got nothing.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Green 18. Hey, take 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, keep it up. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Boston Scott, 26 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Off the play fake. Freeman. Buying time to his left. And Freeman lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. 7-7, our score after one. They'll run with Scott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, Richard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 24. Check 24. Check 9. Team Mike. He's 6'6". Pull it high. Crash.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Williams. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
319.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Scott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, Scott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and
5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Yo, yo, yo. Hey, exit. Yo. Say. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Say Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's bring it. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Freeman. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. On first down, Freeman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Freeman. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson. In the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run the counter. Scott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Freeman. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back to throw. Freeman looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Freeman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 21 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go again with Scott. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Box drop. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 4. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Mike 4. Mike, we didn't get it.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Richard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Second and 9 at the 29-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Scott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 on the ground. Richard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Boston Scott, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that's going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Richard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Boston Scott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Forced out to his left. The open man is Westbrook. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Inside. Back, come on. Hey, exit. You ready?
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Ready to break. 97 to the mark.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give